Hello, fellow compatriots, and welcome to a stream. Let's go ahead and increase things, shall we? I can't increase anything. Wow, okay. Well, if you guys are wondering, today we're going to be working on some custom masks. I got a whole bunch of masks over here. So look at it. It's just continuously flowing of masks. Jake Stillwell says hello. Hello there. We're going to be making some custom masks. Now we got a few over here. And I'm going to be painting up some masks, doing some stuff for it. Now some of these masks are actually going to be used for Bionicle Ignition 3, so I thought, hey, why not do some custom paint work? So we're going to be painting some masks. It's going to be a little bit different than how we typically do things, but I think we can start off with this mask over here. This one's pretty nice, but I'll save it for later. Infamous Olmac right over here. I might work on this. This might be fun to paint. Same with Lacan's mask. I think we can do a lot of stuff with Lacan's mask. And I'm going to save this mask over here. Don't know what I'm going to use it for yet. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So this mask is pretty nice. I think we're going to work on these 4 masks. I got 4 masks. Let me angle this down. Just so that you guys can see. Okay, there we go. These 4 masks right over here we're going to be working on. So we got Vakama. We got this mask made by Gavla. We got a Taraga Likan's How, and we got the Mask of Charisma. So that's the ones we're going to be working on, at least right now. Also, we have one with the Mask of Time on it, so that's nice. Yeah, I'll paint the rest of these in due time. But for now, we're going to be painting these ones up because I think it will be fun. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you guys like the mask. So let's go straight to painting. Now, which one to start off with? I think I'll start off with this one first. I really like the design of this one. It will be fun to tinker around, see what I come up with. So we'll start with this one. Going to need to do some sanding, though, because it's a little rough. I'll be honest, it looks rough. So to make it look less rough, I'm going to sand it down a little bit. Got that right there. And let me see what else. Imagine streaming sanding. I know, not the most enjoyable thing in the universe, but here we are, streaming about sanding. Most wonderful thing. Don't have to sand it too much though, so there's different file sizes. Keep in mind, like there for like how intense you want things to be. Just like the extremely rough. This is like semi, and this is very light, extremely light. Best to go with from rough to easy. That's usually the way I tend to go when it comes to making. If they were much more nicer prints, I would have just painted them as is, but not everything is hunky-dory. I mean, shoot. Maybe one of these days I might get a better high-quality printer. I might, that's a possibility that I can do. Just get a much more high-quality printer just to get better, nicer prints. Because some prints come out nice, but some others are like, I'm not feeling it today. I'm not feeling it today. And I'm like, well, that went well. That's usually how it feels like with me. It's like I always am having to fix up some touches because sometimes the prints aren't as smooth. And you have to be careful when you sand as well, because sometimes things will end up like tearing up and not being as smooth as you want them to be. That's the biggest issue when it comes to that. Is like some things are just like, yeah, no, I am not going to be working with you today kind of thing, so there's always that issue that not everything is going to go exactly to plan, which is kind of a bummer. It sometimes is. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. I do a lot of paint work. I haven't done that much as of late. I do paint like some model kits and stuff like that, like Gundam, for example, or paratroopers. There's all sorts of things, and those eyes look a bit rough. I'm gonna have to work on that a little bit. Back to the X-Acto knife. So let's see if I'm going to have to tighten this out before I hurt myself, because I could legitimately hurt myself, which is something I don't necessarily want to do, because hurting myself will be pretty bad and I won't feel good about it. If I do hurt myself, I'll be like, why did I do this? Why? This is not what I planned, kind of thing. It's a lot of things that you had to consider. And my goodness, booga wooga, get out of there, mister. There we go. Yeah, that's the thing about small slits. The small slits are nice. They look cool. I like them. But at the same time, it's like, why are you doing this to me? Why? Why? Not too sure if I want to go spray paint or not with this. Like, that's another thing. I'm just probably going to hand paint it. And then I can put like a coat on it to smooth everything out. The thing is that you always want to do light coats whenever you're painting. That's very important to do. And also, the reason that I am doing what I'm doing right now is so that I can have a cleaner finish with the mask, because you want something that looks clean and pristine. You don't want something that does not look clean. It is another thing as well. Let's see what. All right, so Daniel Schaefer says, I have this cool toolkit. That's awesome. Jason Mendez is like, how much did it all cost? I didn't have to pay for this. I got this for free. Daniel Schaefer says, bought them in bulk. I don't know. Nat says over 9,000. Darkness the Painful says, oh hi. Oh hey dude, it's been so long. Dude, I haven't seen you in ages. It's so great to see you again. Oh, that is awesome. I'm glad to have you on the stream. That is nice. Okay, Nat says, hi. When you hurt yourself, why are still here just to suffer? Yeah, I might end up hurting myself because it's a knife. And usually me and knives don't go too well. You know, that's the thing. I don't like knives, yet I don't mind swords. That is the weird thing about me. I don't like sharp things like small knives and stuff like that, but swords I'm definitely okay with, probably because of the fact like I can see the blade and I'm like, okay, I'll be sure to stay away from that side. But when it comes to smaller blades and stuff, that's an entirely different story. You know, that is a very different story entirely. Because let me tell you something. Bad times are to be had when I'm dealing with small blades like an X-Acto knife in this instance. That is... Yeah, I got all these masks for free. The toolkit, I actually got it as a birthday present from my sister. So she got that for me. So most of the stuff you're saying here, like the only thing I really had to pay was this and the paintbrushes. That's the only thing I had to pay for was the paintbrushes. And I believe the paintbrushes cost me about like maybe $8, which is pretty nice. However, I haven't reached the paint yet, so I'm still deciding on that for this mask. But I'm thinking something very elegant color scheme, you know, something vibrant and beautiful. Sorry for kissing the mic there. I am sorry for that. All right. That's as smooth as I'm gonna get. I'm gonna use the second. There we go. And go. The surface is a little bit rough, which is nice because it's not like a super good print, which means the paint will be able to hold on much more nicer, which is a good thing. Now time for the lighter, which is the way you go about things. There we go. I think that's pretty good for a mask. Focus. Focus. Focus on said mask. Focus. Wow, okay. The quality ain't that good, but at least we got something. Why did I toss that there without sheathing the blade? I am so smart. Okay. Painting time. We're going to paint now. Okay. Nat says, sending the mask ASMR. Literally, it's basically ASMR. But anyways, time to paint. Now, I have a few colors that I have in mind. I'm definitely not going to use white. Maybe some metallics for the mask. That's something that I'm thinking about doing. Let's see what we got here. There's a few metallics that I do want to try because I think it will look pretty. I may grab all of them, all my metallics. We got metallic silver. We got festive green. We got gold. Inca gold, to be precise. We got eggplant. That's a color. Blue topaz. I might do the blue topaz. And silver. Okay. Tokaka says hi. No Use says hi. How long has the live stream been going for? It has only been going for 16 minutes. Nat says probably not for long. No Use says sorry, I just got here. Hey, you're good. So definitely not eggplant. I might keep the gold. Gonna keep silver. Green. I may leave out the green. So, silver, topaz, metallic blue, and gold. I think that would be a very beautiful mask if I go do that. But yet again, there's not a lot of metallic blue parts. That's the issue. If I try to make a mock out of this, I'm going to have to try to dig up a whole bunch of metallic blue. Silver is the way to go, probably. I also got gunmetal. Hold on, I got gunmetal as well. Which, the gunmetal is very accurate. I noticed that's the thing. When you're working with darker colors, usually they match pretty well with the official LEGO colors. If you get darker colors, because you don't have to worry about that hue, because everything's so dark. But when you start dealing with lighter colors, then it becomes an issue. We got gunmetal, silver, topaz blue, which will be beautiful, and gold. Gold is going to be highlights. If anything, I'm going to add gold as highlights. So that would be pretty interesting to go that route. All right, let's see here. Gunmetal is too dark. As much as I like it, gunmetal will be probably too dark. Silver will be nicer to go. Yeah, I'm going to go with topaz blue, silver, and gold. Yeah, I could probably use gunmetal for part of Totally Khan's mask, because that's going to be the next one. I don't have to do much sanding with this one, thank goodness. But yeah, I think we could do Totally Khan's next, since we will be using gold. I think that will be fun. So let's go start doing that. No Use says for metallic blue, you could just use trans blue. I could, but it won't be the same. Yourself, Spider-Man says hello. Hey, welcome. All right, let's go straight to work. Let me get a paper towel here. Got ourselves a paper towel. We're gonna do that. There we go. All right. Let me get my special Oopa Doopa Smooper. Painting pan. There we go. Let's squirt some color and get to work. So that's going to be fun. All right. So metallic blue. I think gold. Silver. Metallic blue. Okay. I got an idea. For the color layout. There we go. Oh, so shiny. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at it. Look at this shiny. I know the video quality is poor right now. I know it is. But we don't. Toa Cacao says, do you like Gundam? Yes. Yes, with all caps. Hold on. Let me get my boy the RX-78 Mark II and the RX-0. Hold on. Let me get the RX-0 and the RX-78 too. Okay. Here's the RX-0. Destroy mode. And here is the RX-78 Mark II Gundam. As you can clearly see, my beautiful boys. As a matter of fact, they're now going to stay over here. Oh, I can't forget my one of my favorites, Blue Destiny, Exam Unit 2 of the Earth Federation Forces. Drink the pain of the enemy. Oh, yes. Surely. Oh, man. My RX-78 Mark II was a bit dusty there. Same with the RX-0. My goodness. All right. There we go. We're good to go. All right, so we got gold, the topaz blue. I'm gonna get the silver. Oh, that sounds wrong. I think it's been sitting around too long. That don't sound right. That don't sound right. No. That does not sound good at all. Oh no, I don't think it's good anymore. How about this? How about this gold? How about this silver? Is this silver a bit better? Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes. Okay, that silver is a lot more better. We're going to use that silver. And gold, which is like almost close to pure gold. Let me give it a good shake. It's coming along, but it's not that bad. There we go. And here are your colors. There we go. Looking gorgeous, looking beautiful. All right. We're going to start with the topaz. We're going to start with the base coat, which is the topaz, I think. And I'm going to use this brush because it's going to be precise. There we go. Now the thing is, you want to do light coats. You know, use as much that's in the brush as possible. You know, it's okay if you go over the part that you don't want to go on. But the thing is to make it as thin as possible. Don't worry too much if you, if it's not covering all the way. You know, that's fine. The thing is you do it thin coats. That way you can not have to worry too much about anything when working with such a mask, especially a 3D printed model. I'm trying to get it in the camera here. No, you don't have to be the most amazing painter in the world. Usually my first coats are not very precise. They don't have to be. What I'm trying to do is just spread it out thin. As you can see, it's extremely thin. You know, I try not to clump it. That's the most important thing. Do not clump it. You know, you want to be as smooth as humanly possible. You know, I don't know why it's giving me a hard time here, but oh well. Uh-huh. Can you take him out for me? Keep an eye on him. Sorry about that, lads. Nat says, ooh, notices your suspicious paint sounds. Oh my lord, just please stop. Atomic Cow says, I'm making a Bionicle comic. If you want, you can follow me on Patreon. All right. I'll take I'll check you out. See what you got. That's too much. Yet again, it don't have to be precise. You know, you're trying to spread it in thinner areas. So, okay, I think I'm done with that paintbrush. I'm gonna leave it there. We're gonna get a more preciser brush right over here. There we go. This itty bitty tiny brush. We're gonna use that. Because it's a little bit more precise, and I'm gonna use, because I kind of got a lot in this this brush, so I'm gonna try to get as much as I can thinly in the areas that I want it to be in, and I scrape some off of the place where I painted so that I can then use it in another area. That is the best thing to do, usually, when facing against... Oh gosh, no, that's... Good thing I didn't paint the visor. I haven't painted it yet, so don't have to worry so much about paint getting on my hands, but eventually paint will go on my hands. It's only a matter of time. You know, based on the process of elimination and all that good stuff, and I'm making sure you guys can see everything that I am doing. You know, the camera quality doesn't do this justice. I'm just going to say that right now. The camera quality don't do this justice. But it is looking beautiful so far. Again, I feel... No, I didn't grab that much. Okay. Come on, get in there. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so I'm not too sure what Bionicle I'm going to be making with this, but I definitely want to make a knight. That is something that I want to do when I make a Bionicle knight. I think that'll be fun. I think that'll be cool because when I was like back in the day when there was Knight's Kingdom, like that was my just basically my Mardi Gras, just my holy grail, if you will. I think that's the most fitting term, my holy grail. And I absolutely loved it. And yes, I'm painting the inside of the mask too. Because why the heck not? It's one of those things where I feel like every single detail brings a lot of value to the piece. And I've kind of put quite a lot in there. Trying to scrape some off so that I can place it in other places. There we go. Yeah, because I really like Knight's Kingdom. Knight's Kingdom was one of my favorite like Lego themes, right next to Exoforce. If you guys didn't know what Exoforce was, it was basically, which most of you would probably know what Exoforce is. It's basically like humans in giant mechs fighting robots who are also in giant mechs, but the robots are kidnapping humans because they have like zero imagination. So they're allowing the humans to come up with these terrifying ideas and like making mechs based off of those terrible ideas. Which then begs the question, okay, so if with their vast wisdom, they are doing this. So does that automatically mean that only thing the humans have to do that are in prison is be like, hey, I got a very great idea for a giant mech that's actually pretty stupid, but it's very smart. So listen up, you darn machine. Go make a mech that looks like a giant donut. Let's do it. And use it to destroy. And it's like, I don't see the practicality of that. That's going to be the only issue about those robots, is that they'll be like, I don't see the practicality of that. What can we do with a giant donut? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, because the robots were actually pretty smart, so. But, like, you could probably trick them into thinking, like, something makes outstanding sense. You bring, like, a whole bunch of points in and stuff like that, and they make it, and you're like, aha, we have the most invincible mech. And then their asses immediately get handed to them. It's like, what happened? Destiny was in our grasp. We could have defeated the humans. Torkoka says, do you follow Joby DeHaan? Yes, I do. Hashtag swivel here. Do my Gundam? But yeah. Swivel. Beautiful spread. Wow. I know the Joby DeHaan. Okay, so Nat says, what? No, you says, do you play Roblox? No, not anymore. Nat says, I am from Poland. I'm so Polish. Still, do you play Roblox? Okay. Cool. Torque Cow says, do you know who Nick on Planet Ripple? Yes, I do. I've chatted with him, in fact. Lava says, hello. Hi there. I am making a custom mask. Do. And somehow hair got in there. I don't know how hair got in there, but it did. But anyways, that's in the past now. That is in the past. And this Bionicle mask is becoming much more beautiful than I could have ever imagined. My booga wooga. I think because, like, it's kind of like a rough print. It allows for a lot more shininess, you know. Oh gosh, I put it in the wrong. You know, even if you messed up a little bit, you can still like work around the accidents. Like there's no mistakes, only happy accidents, you know? As Bob Ross would once said. You know, you can never make any mistakes with art. Because sometimes it's the imperfections that lend to the beauty of the piece. So, got that, put that away. I'm going to put a second coat on this over here. All right, so Torque Cow says, I'm sorry for my English, but I am Italian. Oh, that's fine. That is awesome. Lava says, oh, those colors. Yeah, they're very, very shiny. Very shiny. Sudak says, hi. I decided that, well, I'm browsing YouTube. I might as well pop in and say hi. Hello, then. Okay. No, you says, can you please do a face reveal? Maybe. Lava says, this mask is really interesting that Gavla made. Yes, indeed it was. Tokakao says, must go. Okay. See you later, Matt. Have a good one. Nat says, just like my children, then aren't mistakes. They are happy little accidents. Truly, the No Use says, I don't think Bob Ross said anything. Oh, yes, he has. Yes, he has. Don't put words into Bob Ross's mouth. How dare you? Bob Ross, the man himself. Good-looking stud of a lad. You do not put words into the mouth of Bob Ross. That is unacceptable. Also, I don't know why I'm doing... Okay. There we go. That's a bit better. Remember, guys, thin coats. You know, the thing about this paint is that it actually dries pretty quick. I should point that out, which is why I decided to do the live stream, because I don't have to worry too much about dry time. Because this paint actually dries quite quick for what it's worth. And, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. It dries pretty quickly, so I'm not like too concerned about it not working all too well, because the paint dries drastically quick, so I don't have to worry too much about that or anything else, rather. There we go. So we got a shiny blue mask. I might put one more coat in, especially on the top of the head, and another in the back before we start with the next color. I think that will be the nicest way to go about it. Just one more coat so that everything looks nice and even. And then, because I think the mouth and the sides are good enough. Like this side is a little bit rough, but I think it will be fine. But my main concern is the top of the head, which right now it looks a little rough. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that up with a few touches, you know. It's going to look like a very beautiful mask by the time it's done. So I'm honestly looking forward to make a Bionicle night. It's like one of those things where it's like you can't have enough Bionicle nights. So I think it'll be quite the beautiful masterpiece. So hope I'm being too eager right now. I kind of want to add more, but then I know that I had to wait for things to dry a bit. So I'm going to go back on the back side again, because it should be dry enough to add the coat. That's the thing. Never be too greedy. I know that like is kind of like the bane of every like artist's existence is sometimes you have to wait. You know, you just want to get something done as soon as possible because you're very eager to get the piece done so that you can hold it in your hands and be like, oh, look at this masterpiece. But if you rush, you're actually going to be like doing a disservice to yourself because you're going in such a rush and being greedy with the amount of paint that you're using. And as I said that I was greedy just now with the back of the head, so now I had to try my best to balance out the metallic blue throughout in a thin coat, mind you, the top of the head, because in a thin coat, mind you, the top of the head, because as you can see, I put a little bit too much in the back here, so I'm scraping it off. And I'm spreading it throughout the mask in the sections that need the metallic blue. That is like very crucial. Okay, so now that's done. Go ahead and fill that up. Okay. I got that. Time for silver. After I add some gold, I think I should add some gold first before I do anything, but there is part of the mask. Lava says, dry time is always a pain. Yeah, it can be. Nat says, hola, Amidora. Okay. So, let's see what else. Okay. Nat says, you can do whatever we want. Yeah. Draganta says, hey, Troopson, how you been? Guess what I got? Guess what? I got the Lego Ninjago Woo's Battle Dragon. I also got this Sea of Thieves game on Steam. Oh, that is awesome! I heard that Woo's Dragon got a lot of nice parts, so that is pretty epic that you got your hands on that. No, you says I'm gonna start unpacking my stuff. Okay. That's yeah. Okay, so. All right. No, you says my kitten finally came. Kitten says hi. Hello, kitty. I hope that No You is treating you very well. All right. Let's see what we got here. So, time for gold. I'm going to start with the highlights, especially in the back here, because I'm going to be painting this silver, and whatever bleeds through a little bit, I can then paint over with the silver. So it's always important to... Now, this is going to be I'm going to have to be kind of quiet because I don't want to screw this up. So I'm sorry if I'm a little quiet, but I'm going to be like very focused right now because I don't want to screw up. Now, the thing is, this is on the first coat. This is only the first coat. So I don't have to worry too much, since it is just the first coat. There we go. I know I'm very focused right now because this is like doing small details is like almost the bane of my existence sometimes. Because I have shaky hands. I have the shakiest hands on the planet. I just thought I should let you know this as I paint. And be very precise. Matter of fact, just look at these. I'm trying to keep it still, but my hand shifts around a lot. I cannot keep it straight for the life of me. But I am trying. I am trying so hard. I think this is like the main turn off for some people when they go like painting. It's like, oh gosh, I'm gonna screw. Oh. Sorry, I just had to be quiet. I am so focused and determined right now. Literally, the gods of the universe is looking down at me right now. I wish I was a new type. That would be nice if I was a new type. That way I can, like, be more precise. Can I be a new type, please? That would be so nice. Okay. Breathe. Breathe, Troop Sean. Breathe. My hand is shaking like a leaf. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh god, that's a chunk. That's a chunk. Oh, 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 oh my god. Freaking. No. No. Balance it out. Balance it out. Balance it out. Okay, come on. Almost got it. Almost got it. Oh, that was close. That was too close. That was too close. Why am I doing these small details? Why? I know I have to because it will look pretty if I don't do it, but why do I hate myself? So no! Stop that, Tributron. Stop that with your shaky freaking meanie hands. Don't do it. Don't even think about it. Gentle. Stay gentle. Stay gentle with your big gorilla hands. Be gentle with your big, meaty gorilla hands. Whatever you do, stay calm. Oh. Okay. Noya says you make me laugh all the time. Hey, no, Yoshi Kuronaga says, "Is this mock mask? My own creation mask? No, it is not." Nat says, "Then you are a very happy man." Hey, no, Yoshi says, "New type XD." Kuma Rock says, "Oh, cool." Nat says, "The surgeon's hand." Kuma Rock says, "Got that mask from my second Knight's Kingdom 3 mock." Oh, that's awesome. I love Knight's Kingdom. I love Knight's Kingdom a lot. Got a printed sword and shield too. That is awesome. And no, Yoshi Kuronoga says you could use tape to cover the surface that you don't want to paint. I could do that, but I just painted it. The paint is a little fresh, so I had to wait. No use says Kitten says bye. Aw. Nat says paint the pain away. Bye, Kitten. And Kumarok says, "Too bad Knight's Kingdom were pretty poor and forgotten to like the Exoforce and more." Yeah, it kind of sucks. But hey, maybe we can give people a reminder. I don't know. Maybe we could start making some Knight's Kingdom mocks. That would be something. All right. Ease heartbeat. Ease the heartbeat. You are meditating. Inhale. Exhale. Let us begin. Why is this brush wet? No. Wetness, go away. You know, the funny thing is, even if I do use tape sometimes, I am still clumsy enough where the paint goes outside of where I want the paint to be. even when I put the tape literally right next to it. I literally had to cover the entire thing of paint. Covered the entire thing with tape just to paint the one area that I want. And when I do that, I was like, you know, I might as well use spray paint, because spray paint has a nice, like, Marv, I'm going to have to angle this camera up, actually, because I keep putting the camera, like, putting the thing I'm painting way too high. So, there we go. You guys can see that way better. There we go. That looks a lot better now. Okay, I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. And I'm going to start with the sides, which is going to be the funnest part for me. I say fun, but it's only just pure dread and terror. That's the only thing it is. Just pure dread and terror with painting this. Now, the easiest thing to paint is going to be the visor, because the visor is going to be silver. At least that's the plan. Make it silver. Man, this is almost very anime. So fancy. Do you guys like Bionicle anime? Because I'm getting some vibes here of Bionicle anime when I'm doing this paint job. I kid you not, I'm thinking of an anime. Feels like it's coming straight from an anime of some kind. Maybe I should do an anime-style Bionicle night. Maybe that... Or that could be an off-turner too. I'm not so sure if I should go that route. But, I mean, with the way I'm painting this thing, I might as well make it a... very... Oh, no! Why... My clumsy meat hands over here. Everybody look. The king of clumsiness. Behold, Jar Jar Binks cannot compete with my level of clumsy. Shoot. And his clumsiness can save a whole war. Figured that one out. How is Jar Jar able to stop a war with his clumsiness, yet also get banished from his people at the same time? Such power. Such potential Jar Jar Binks has. My God. The galaxy should fear him, not Palpatine. The galaxy should fear, like, frickin' Jar Jar, because now he's a politician on top of it. At least in the prequels. Okay, there we go. I know Yoshi and Kuranaga of the newest Gunpla. Nat says, I kid you not, Kumarok says there is a anime, Bionicle anime, but it ended short. Next comic, the Toa is done. Yeah, I heard about that. It was such a good story, man. And no, Yoshi Kuranaga says the head looks like a mobile suit head. It kind of does. Torkaka says, I am back. Hey. Kumarok says, Jar Jar is a joke character in a meme too. Bionicle anime, please. Palpatine is dick in the cartoon. Yeah, he is. Nat says he's too dangerous to be kept alive. I mean Jar Jar. And Mace hates Anakin, but loves Jar Jar, who gets them both killed but lives. Funny how that works. Lava says, I like the colors on this mask. Yeah, I kind of like it too. Kuma Rock says, the helm is more Super Sentai and Kamen Rider? Kamen Rider! Okay, yes, I need to make a Kamen Rider character. That's official. That's official. That's official. I'm making a Super Sentai. I don't care. I'm making a Super Sentai Bionicle now. You cannot stop me. I have God and anime on my side. No one can stop me from the Bionicle Kamen Rider. That is going to be happening. I don't care. I'm doing it. And I'm going to make sure he has the belt gadget as well. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Yes. Yes. Kumara, yes, I'm basically doing a Joseph Joestar, being like, oh my god, kind of moment. I'm just like, yes, yes, yes. Yes. All caps. Oh man, I have to do it now. I have to do it. That has to be done. Who needs Bionicle Knights when you got Kamen Rider? Oh, gosh dang it, I'm getting so excited. Calm down, Tribuchan. Calm down. Okay. I can't stop thinking about it. I have to do a Kamen Rider. Oh my god. I have to do a Kamen Rider. Oh man, what function should it be? It has to be some crazy, wacky transformation. It has to be. Maybe include a talking purse? I don't know. It has to be the most ridiculous thing in the universe. It has to be. Oh gosh, freaking dang it. That would be like the most beautifulest thing imaginable. Just a super Sentai Bionicle. That has to be the thing now. And it's going to have crazy articulation too. Because I don't want to make a brick. It has to be very articulate if I'm going to do Super Sentai. Because I wanted to do crazy poses. Because it's going to be Super Sentai. I think CCBS might be the way to go because CCBS has a lot more organic shaping than Old Technic. No offense. That's the only thing if I go Super Sentai of the entire build because it has to be like a humanoid body. Power Ranger. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I'm not a nerd, I swear. All right. Gosh, freaking dang it. Ugh. So peaceful. Oh, man. Thing is, though, if I am going to do something, he needs to have a big sword. No, wait, no, not a big sword. He's covered in swords. There we go. He's not going to have one sword because, like, I know swords are badass, but I'm going to put it on the extreme. Like, will be completely made of swords. Like, shoot, he's just going to be covered in swords, just entirely of swords. His body, wait, no, his body is a sword. There we go. I can make his body look like a giant sword. There we go. So I have like design traits to make his body look like a giant freaking sword. And that will be the most amazing yet most ridiculous thing in the universe. Just go ahead and make a Super Sentai character whose entire body is just a sword. So, because like you don't want him, I don't want him to be too busy, so having his body look like a giant sword seems fitting. At least to me. And he's gonna have to have the most ridiculous name ever on top of it. I'm gonna have to give him the most ridiculous name in the universe. But like and he's gonna have moves lists that are gonna be super ridiculous as well. Maybe his like he has like a death ray ability, and then he calls it Solar Bloom or something like that. I don't know. Dear Lord, I'm such a nerd. All right, let's see what you guys are saying while I wait for this the Super Sentai. Kumara says, I say some cool Rider Mogs, Chocolate Toa Sugar Rush. Hey, Toga says, have you seen the real life, fully functioning RX-78-2? Yes, I have. However, why does it have a baby walker? That's my question. Why does the RX-78-2 have a baby walker? Kumarok says, I sort of did make writer features on my box. That is awesome. I didn't know. Yoshi says, bike transformed. Noyu says, yes, yes. Kumarok says, the statue in Japan doesn't move, fly, and shoot. I don't think it flies. I didn't know. Yoshi says, Tripchan, have you seen Garo anime? No, I have not. Kumarok says, funny, Transformers have bike minicons. That is true. They have a lot of nice bike minicons. Noyu says, I always want to call myself Yeet because my username in Roblox is YeetBoy Debris. Hey, no Yoshi. Kurono Yaga says, yep, Kamarada had one. Noyu says, and I play Roblox all the time. Nat says, yes, welcome back, Yeet. And Die Hanshin! Moped Man says, nerd! Hey, who you calling nerd? Mopey nerd. Kumarok says, sadly, the axle on the mask of mine is too small. I had to super glue it. Aw, that sucks. Nat Matrux says, go, go, Ranger, tum, 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 go, go, Megaforce. Eddie McGurk says, hi there, hello. And no, Yoshi says, sword, body, question mark. Don't question it. The goal is not to question it. Okay, Kumarok says, don't get too crazy. Japan does that all the time and looks bad. Yeah, that's true. I should probably be tasteful with it. And Nat says, you will be looking sharp. Kumaruk says, XA final boss had a sword for legs and looks dumb. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'll probably think of something more original. No, you says, I'm going to browse YouTube and will staying here while with my kitten in my face. SD Gundam is very dumb. Hey, don't disrespect SD Gundam Force. I actually kind of like it. I'm sorry, but they look adorable, especially Captain. I like Captain. Oh, I'm sorry, but it looks. And also Zero, how his behavior, it's so ridiculous and over the top how Zero acts, but gosh freaking dang it. I like SD Gundam Force. It had some charm and I liked it. Noya says, never mind, I'm not gonna browse YouTube. Kumarok says, gimmick. The gimmick I was going for was cast out of Kabuto. Very cool. Mopedman says, yes, I'm a mopey nerd. Kumarok says, rather have a Digimon, lol. And No Yoshi says, I have 4 Unicorn Gundam. Hey, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. I only have 1, and that is the destroy mode. I kind of want to get a master grade of the RX-78, the RX-0. I kind of do, especially the one with the transformation. I think there's a master grade out there with the transformation feature, but that's what I want. Man, that transformation is gorgeous. Either that or get my hands on that that RX-0 bust where it transforms by itself. That would be nice to have on display. The question is, where in bloody blazes am I going to put that thing if I do get it? Because that's the question of the day. Where in bloody blazes am I going to put something like that? Because there's a lot going on. Oh, God. I put too much. I'm going to have to try to spread it out over here the best I can. But yeah, like getting that RX-0 bus, that would be amazing if I get my hands on that. Like, I'll be so happy to get my hands on our RX-0. I'll be the happiest man that ever was. Okay, now time to cover this up before it starts bleeding all over the place. I wish I was a phenomenal painter like Kakuin from Stardust Crusaders. That would be amazing. Maybe I already am, and I just don't know it. Why am I making JoJo references? I had to stop. I have to stop. But at the same time, this Super Sentai Bionicle mask is not helping. I can't stop thinking about Super Sentai and anime. I have been engulfed. I cannot escape. Oh! What if I make a bioformer? I can make a Super Sentai bioformer. Oh, I should do that. I should do that. That's too good of an idea. I have to do that. I have to make a Super Sentai bioformer. Oh, that would be amazing. Okay, I'm not going to put any more because I already put quite a bit of paint on there. So I had to wait for that to sit because thin coats, guys, remember, thin coats. That's something that's very important is making sure you have thin coats. That is important. Like, very important. You have no idea how important it is. And let me go ahead and add that. Oh my gosh, come on. There we go. There we go. Just a tab. And then just a spread. There we go. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. And no, Yoshi. All right. And no, Yoshi says SD Unicorn Gundam. I do have a transformable. Oh, that is nice. No, you says, what do you do with your life? Nat says yes. And no, she says XD. I have a crap load of weapon along with Unicorn, which was in final weapon setup. Nice. Kumarok says, I'm aware of the Gundam Universe line. Very limited accessories, pointy parts, and poor articulation. Yeah. And no, Yoshi says, I do have the Barbados Gundam Master Grade. Oh! Nice! I love Barbados. I know. Girl! Kumarok says, not a fan of kits. Rather have the toys fully built, out of the box. Not a box full of parts. If I wanted a puzzle, I would get a puzzle. That's the thing, though. That's the fun part about model kits, is actually you're building the figure. And I find them a lot more nicer than the pre-built ones. But it depends which model kit you get, because there are some very bad model kits and very good ones. I think a good one to get into would probably be the Amazing Red Warrior Master Grade. That's the one you want to get. That's a nice one. All right. Okay, so Magenta Metal, keep on making the JoJo references. Nat says, you can't escape the JoJo. Very true. Garo Anime says, Ayo no Yoshi, Kuro no Naga. I will. All right. Kumarok says, funny. Kakiwin dropped his painting and voodoo skills after he became good. Yeah, interesting how that works. I don't know. Yoshi Kuro no Naga says XD can't escape the meme. XD. Kumarok says, think you could try your skills at Dr. Scorpion's combiners? I already did that. I made a Dr. Scorpion X-like combiner with a chest cannon. His name is Kaizakri. Be sure to go ahead and check him out over on YouTube. Yes, that's right. I made a full Bionicle combiner with a chest cannon, and his name is Kaizakri. Be sure to check that out, people. It's a nice mock and an excellent multiple models. Highly recommend. All right. Nat says, no one can escape the Emerald Splash. The 20-meter Emerald Splash. There we go. Kumarok says, laughs in JoJo. I don't know, Yoshi. No, Naga says, that's a bit too much as a combiner. Kumarock says, side note, brushes are overpriced. Sometimes they can be. It depends which kind of brushes you can get. I get the cheap kind. This is for like kids. See, easy to grip handles. Paint and coloring. You don't need to get the fancy like big boy paints, paint brushes. You can get the small ones, you know, the very cheap ones. It doesn't matter if it's expensive or not. It's not the sword you use, but it is rather the swordsman. Always remember that. It's not the sword, but the one who wields it. There we go. That's the correct phrase. All right. Nobody can handle affect the emerald splash. No one says my kidney is just laying in a bunch of blankets. That's cute. Kumarock says blood origins are the worst with the empty cores torsos. Yeah, Togakao says the RG Unicorn Gundam is fully transformable. Oh, very nice. Kumarock says heavy arms and death scythe for the win. Oh, guys, speak about heavy arms. Speaking of heavy arms, you guys didn't know. It's official. I have. Matter of fact, okay, we had to figure this out. Okay, you go in the middle. You go there. There we go. Heavy arms right here. Heavy arms. I still need to get Death Scythe though. I do have Epion, but I still have to build him. I haven't built Epion yet, but I do have him. But yeah. Oh, this chunky dude. My gosh, this chunky dude. So many missile pods. It's insane. It's just guns. Oh man, and that crazy flip he did in the show. Oh man, that was cool. Also, you're probably gonna need to. There we go. Heavy arms. All right. Kumarock says sometimes it is the sword. I don't know, man. It could be the swordsman. Dude. These paint brushes are cheap. They're not the fancy kind. This is for like elementary schoolists. And I'm using them for stuff like this. You can do it. I believe in you. Come on, man. You can do it. Don't lose faith in your art skills. Never lose faith in it. Never. Because you are a very talented individual. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Because you are very, very talented. And that is a scientific fact right there. That is a scientific fact. You can be very talented if you want yourself to be. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. There we go. I see a little bit of blue here. Gotta get rid of that. Very delicately, mind you. Oh. Remember, thin coats are a lifesaver. Don't clump your paints, ever. Thin coats, people. Never forget, thin coats. Thin coats save lives. Maybe I do them a little too thin. That's the thing. Like, I never owned a very expensive paintbrush, ever. Because eventually you had to get rid of the paintbrush. So I feel like that's money going down the drain. That's me personally when it comes to like equipment and stuff like that for like painting and stuff like that. It's like I don't want to put money in something that I may eventually have to get rid of. I would like to have something that lasts, and sometimes I may try what it's like to deal with a much more expensive like paintbrush, but yet again, I'm happy with the tools I have, even though they are cheap and not at all meant for like, oh, super high skilled stuff. Like, I do have a set of paintbrushes that are a little bit more fancier than these ones. I could probably pull them out, and they still come to like $10, so a little bit more expensive than the $6 I did spend. But that's the thing, though. It's like $2 more. Now I know there's some that are like 50 some dollars, and I'm like, what? Why? I just ask myself, why are they so expensive? Why? I don't understand. It's like it's just a tool. You know, that's the thing that always gets me sometimes. It's like some tools are just ridiculously expensive. And I just can't understand why. Like some paintbrushes and stuff like that are just so ridiculously expensive. It's like it makes no sense at all. I mean, you can do the same stuff with a much more cheaper option. Maybe the bristles aren't as fine, but who cares? You can work around it. You know, that's the thing. You can always work around something. You don't have to keep going like, oh, but I have to use this. You know, there's no having to be halved. It's usually how everything goes. All right, so I still got a bit of blue visible. Let me go ahead and see what you guys are saying. Twigger says, you should do a live in which you paint or build a Gundam. I should probably do that. Kumarock says, anime will be the judge of the sword day, plot, armor, and abilities. Yeah, all right. Nat says, or Bionicle, goddamn. No Yoshi Kurono Naga says, do you watch VTuber? Possibly. Kumarai says, can you type the name of that YouTuber? There are too many. He says. Nat says, Gundam style. Whoop 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 whoop. Gundam style. Hey. Polycaps. Whoop 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 whoop. Hello Gundam style. Man. No, she says the recent mock. Kumarai says Bionicle Rebirth is the anime. Yoshikuro Naga says I built and forgot where I put guy's hand. Oh, that sucks. Kumarai says, oh, by the way, people have drawn Gundam X Kamen Rider mashups. That is nice. Also, digital pens and tablets. Joseph says hi. Hello. Noshi says, where's the body of the mock? I still have to build it. Guys. Noyu says, I want everybody to leave a like on the live stream. Hey, thank you, guys. We're at 18 likes already. That's awesome. Let's try to get it to... Oh, wow, 19. Wow, okay, that's insane. Let's try to get it up to, like, I don't know, 30 likes. If that's possible, get it to 30 likes. I'm not so sure if that's possible, but if it is, I mean, shoot. Oh man, that's incredible. That is incredible. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit more gold before I start doing the visor, especially over here because there is some blue that I see. It's going to take a couple of coats to get rid of, but I don't mind. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so we got this side now. This is looking very like a very beautiful mask already. My Ooga Wooga. I'm happy that I chose Topaz Blue. Such a beautiful color. Such a very beautiful color. My goodness. So beautiful. By far, one of the most beautiful colors you could ever paint a Bionicle mask is Topaz Blue. I'm just calling it out right now. Topaz Blue is probably... I can't wait to try Metallic Purple. That is something that I want to do as well. It's like a nice metallic purple. Which the only color I got right now is Eggplant, but... That's the thing, you know, if you do get paint after a couple of years, they tend to get a bit clumpy. I noticed that. So with like some paints, you have to use them like pretty soon as you get them because they do expire. You know, that's the thing about some paints is that like after a couple of years, you do gotta use them. Gotta use them soon, you know, so. That's the thing with everything, you know, you gotta use them in a certain time frame, you know, so you don't have to worry so much about, oh no. But paint got bad. Because let me tell you, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and you'll be like, oh, I don't like this. But again, you can't do anything because the damage is already done. It's already done. And that's a thick amount of paint, but I need that thick amount of paint to go in there. In that cavity. Same with that cavity. It's going to have a nice shine to it. My gosh, this is going to be by far one of the most beautifulest masks I've painted yet. Such a gorgeous mask. It is. Shout out to Gavla who made this. Just shout out to him. My gosh, he made a beautiful mask. There we go. All right. So I got that. Let's see what you guys have said. Okay, the current colors have a JoJo vibe scene and some recolored pages and screenshots of the anime. It kind of does. Tahir versus Roxy Fire. Refire! Hey, Come on Rock says, Stone Ocean anime win. SBR pacing is very bad, LMAO. Oh, I don't know, man. And Yoshi Kuronaga says, kind of regret painting a mock. Dude, when you go ahead and paint a mock, you have to be certain that the mock that you'll be making is worth being painted. And I will eat lunch. My recommendation would be, if you're gonna go ahead and paint a mock, build it in a Lego Digital Designer or Stud.io first. Build the mock there. Change the color scheme because you can do it digitally. And if you like that color scheme with your heart and soul and what you did with that mock, that model that you built digitally, then you can paint the physical one. That way, you will be happy with the thing that you made. Because if you do not do that, to be certain that you will like the current paint job that you like, then I would say try to change like the build or something like that so that you will feel like, yeah, okay, painting it like this will be nice. Okay? Just do that. Thank me later. Kuma Rock says, metal blue and purple for the win. Tamiya and Testors are very good. All right, Nat says, maybe a royal looking mock could use some metallic purple. Yeah, maybe. Testor silver and gold are best. Yeah, they are. Paint is only bad if it goes on too thick and runs loose. That is true. Nat says thick paint. It's not thick. It's just the quality is a little blurred. Tahu versus Roxy Fire. Okay. Is it me or is the paint looking kind of thick? No, it's not thick. It's the quality. It's the camera quality. The camera quality is poor. It's very poor. It's not thick. I tried to put it thin. The print is actually not the best. Same with for super glue, lol. No Yo says, I'm sorry, I'm not chatting as much. Hey, that's fine. I tried like 3 Lego designers and all had problems. Building in digital cheats because I can allow parts to fit that won't in real life. Yeah, I used purple on my Toa Variki in both hands, spray painted, and looks awesome. Oh, that's nice. That is very nice. All right, let me touch this up here because this gold line is good, so I can fix that. I can finally fix that. There we go. I think that's fine. Gotta put a little bit of blue on there. Come on, get on there. I know it's a small gap, but you could fit in there. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay. Top half is done. Eventually, I'll start working on the visor. Let me just put a little bit of gold on here. Just to keep in mind, the video quality is poor. I can't say that enough. The video quality is poor. Mainly because of the camera that I'm using. So keep that in mind, everyone. Video quality poor. That's why it kind of doesn't look as good on camera. But I assure you, as soon as you see this in a review, this mask with the mock on it, you guys are gonna love it. So it will look a lot more nicer when it's all said and done. It just will. Okay, peeps. Capiche? Good. Glad we came to an agreement. All right. I'm going to get all of this blue out of this brush. Because it's silver time. Time to make a silver visor. Remember, thin coats. Can't stress that enough. And I know that's thick right there, but I'm going to be spreading it thin. As thin as possible. Because with the paint, nice thing about it is that it can be pushed around a little bit just so that you can get plenty of spread. Just a nice thing about the mask, this paint in particular, is that you get plenty of spread. It looks nice too. That's the thing. Most important thing, that it looks nice. And that's the goal, is to make it look pretty and not thick. Which is another thing, you know, you gotta make sure that it ain't thick. Because it can be. If it's thick, it ain't good. Just saying. Thin coats for the win, people. Never forget that. There we go. All right. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Kumara says, the camera isn't poor, the connection is. I know she says, the last year I boxed all my Gunpla grade were already falling apart. Oh man, 2 of the 1/100 scale Gundam got torn off. Oh, that sucks, man. Magenta Metal says, by the way, there is a 3D printed Bionicle mask that is a combination of the Picari and Killer Coin. Yes, I've seen that. Nat says, isn't it me, or is the paint looking kind of thin? It is very thin. I'm going as thin as possible here, which is why it looks thin right now. But I'm going to be putting another coat on soon. All right, I'm going to be putting another coat, guys. As I do, if you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. I'm going to be ending the stream. All right, I repeat, I'm going to be ending the stream soon. So if you guys got questions, ask now, forever hold your peace. Because I'm going to be leaving soon. So keep that in mind. So, yeah. All right. Oh, that's too much. Oh, that's too much. Okay, get rid of a little bit. There we go. Thing is, you know, you don't want to add too much paint. Now, that's the most important thing. And now time for the top, which is going to be the funnest part. All right. There we go. And there we go. Okay. And There we go. First coat there. And first coat over here as well. Oh, that's too much. That's too much. I'm gonna have to put it over here. Oh, oh no. Frickin' Heavy Arms is falling. Don't want that. I'm gonna see if I can get him to do a knee. And at the same time, lift his shoulders up so that he can aim higher. There we go. What do you mean I can't? Oh, come on. Come on, Heavy Arms. What do you mean? I had to do it like that, really? Okay. Wait a minute, you don't have that far a back heel movement? Well, I thought you were more posable. What is this? I thought you were more posable. Dang. I honestly thought he was more posable. Yeah, he's not as posable as I thought. Wow. There we go. Kumarok says Gal Gar and Gurren Lagann are cool mech shows too. I really want to see Gal Gar. I really do. Can you please do a FNAF mock? Maybe. I'll do a FNAF mock, maybe. Kumarok says he's using his gun as a straw to give me some of that paint. Oh my gosh. Oh, kind of have too much, so I'm gonna have to paint it in here for a little bit. Nope. There we go. There we go. Okay, so second verse, same as the first. Okay, there we go. Wait, I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. Boop. There we go. All right, last coat, and I'm calling it a day. So let me make a nice coat over in the front here. All right, fellow compatriots, I'm done with this mask. It's done. It looks beautiful. Sorry that the stream quality is a little bad, but oh well, what can you do? All right. Okay, Tokaka says you should do a live in which you paint or build a Gundam. I will do that. Kumarak says Gal Gar is kind of a mess, though, to be honest. Have you watched Fire Force? David Productions of JoJo Bizarre's Adventure is busy with that. Oh, no, I have not. I got to check that out. Nat says you should make a live where you bring Toa LeComte back to life. Hey, I'll be sure to check that out. All right, Toka Cow says Gal Gar is like Transformers plus Power Rangers plus Gundam. That sounds awesome and definitely my vibe. Nat says also are Bionicle fans the weebs of Lego community? Pretty much. But anyways, that is all. I hope you'll enjoy it. And like always, if you want to see more content like this, be sure to leave a like. And yeah, if you want to go ahead and watch more content, why not subscribe? But anyways, that is all for now. Be sure to go ahead and follow me on any social media. The links to those in the description down below. Well, anyways, that's it all for now. I hope you all enjoyed. And like always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Woo!